Woo! Hey guys, Elissa Stone back in the hot seat. I tried to get out of it again today. Didn't work too well. Lucas, thanks Lucas. He had to chase me down. He said, get in here. So here I am. Absolutely crazy day. All good stuff, but I'm going to give you updates. Just my week has been insane. Insane in a good way, but it's just like it doesn't stop. You know, I'm hustling like no other. So I'll kind of take you through all that, and then I'll give you some updates from the last segment that we had. So I started out the week on Monday, and I went to a golf tournament. It was through IREM, Institute of Real Estate Management. Excellent golf event. I don't know if you can see. Definitely got some color. Sunburned everywhere. Put on sunscreen, but I've got that light skin and the freckles and the reddish hair, so didn't turn out too well. But excellent event. Met a lot of wonderful people. I had a great time, a lot of laughs, great networking. That was on Monday. And then moving into an update from the last segment at the very end, I mentioned that I was going to go look at another property in Memorial as a potential rehab, and the purchase price alone was $645K. So let me give you the update on what's happened since the last segment. I actually just literally ran from signing docs on that property. So I closed on all the paperwork, and it should be funding tomorrow. It's never a done deal until it funds, but went ahead and closed on the paperwork, and then it funded. And I mentioned once before the importance of a hard money lender, so I'm going to be getting into more detail about that. Initially with this deal, I obviously went after private money lending because I'm going to make more money on the back end. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good fit on this particular private money lender. I then went to my hard money lender, who I've had a relationship with, who I've done all of my deals with as far as hard money lending. I've never used another hard money lender. A great relationship. They have amazing service, and they really, they jumped through hoops to make this happen. And I was able to close today on the paperwork. It should fund tomorrow, and then we're going to go into the rehab process and meeting with high-end contractors. Typically at this point, what I like to have happen is I like to have everything done, meaning the scope of work. I like to have all the bids back in, and then I want to know which contractor that I'm working with moving forward. And once I close, the project usually starts the next day because time is money in this business. Unfortunately, on this particular deal, there's been a very difficult time getting access to the property. So I'm a little bit behind on the ball here. But you know what? It is what it is. So I will start very strong on Monday. I would like to say that I would start tomorrow once it funds, but I'm taking a personal trip to Fredericksburg. Super excited about it. I need to relax. I need some rest. I need some recuperation. So I'm going to do that over the weekend, do some wine tasting, just really have some downtime because, again, it's about balance. And this week has been insane chaotic. But I will enjoy the weekend. I'm not going to think about this new rehab project, even though it's the most expensive purchase price to date on any project that I've done. Woo, little overwhelming, but it's all about the numbers. So we'll see how that goes. The appraisal came in very well, by the way. Let's update on the kids. So kind of crazy on that. I took them to a trampoline park. I mentioned before that I have 6-year-old twins, 1 boy, 1 girl. Man, they keep me on my toes. I'm 40, but their energy level at 6 just keeps me going. So I took them to a trampoline park, and they didn't think that I could still do a backflip at 40. So I had to show them what was up, and it was pretty funny because I was scared. I don't even know how long it's been since I've done a backflip. I mean, 15 years, who knows? And I'm midair doing the first backflip. Got it on video, by the way. Maybe we'll pop that in at some point. But I'm midair doing my first backflip, and ended up going to a second backflip, a third backflip, and then of course in my head I didn't want to stop, so then I went ahead and did a toe touch from back in the day when I was a cheerleader and captain of the drill team and all that good stuff. And it was funny because it's the power of the mind. I remember starting out and I was terrified, right? I was like, oh my gosh, what if I fail in front of my kids? What if they see me do this backflip and I land on my head or something? But I went for it, right? I felt that fear and I almost had that hesitation, but I was like, let's just go for it. Let's do it. And mid-air, the first one, I just said, Elissa, keep going, you got this. And then once I finished the third backflip, when I went to do my toe touch, I was like, yes. And so it's that type of mindset that you apply to your everyday life. It's that type of mindset that you apply to your family, to your business. It's feeling the fear and on doing it anyways. And I've kind of made a practice of that. So many things I'm terrified to do, and I'm very intimidated and I'm scared. You go through the proper due diligence, you go through the proper training and education and coaching, or, learning on your own if need be. And then you go for it, because you know what? What if you don't go for it? You're never going to know. So I was pretty proud of myself. I'm not going to lie. And my kids, I looked up after I finished my little tumbling pass that we got on video, because I needed proof. I looked up at my kids, and you could see it on their face. You could absolutely see it on their face. And I was like, oh, okay, proud mama moment. Okay, fitness. Not good. Not good this week at all. I was doing so well. So I'm 3 weeks into kind of getting back on the fitness game. The first week I hit 4 times. The second week I hit 4 times. Last week I made it to the gym 3 times. Yes, I'm still enjoying my desserts and some cocktails. Sorry. This week, yeah, no good. Nope. I did make it to the gym today, but that's the only time. The eating, I'm just hungry. I'm on the go. I'm not eating. When I am eating, I'm gorging. So not a good week. But you know what? It happens. Next week, I'm going to get back on my game, and I'm going to hit it even harder next week, because this week in business has been insane. Part of the reason why is because I had the golf event on Monday. Last night, I had another evening event. I'm trying to push forward on closing on this deal, which that has been very interesting, multiple hands in the pie there. But again, we closed on the paperwork, and then we should fund tomorrow. And then I have an event tonight as well. So I know you're not going to be able to see this, but up at Total Wealth, it's our member spotlight night. So this is when all of our members come and join, and we have guest speakers. I've been a guest speaker before on the single family flip, or rehab, or redevelopment, which is what I like to call it. So tonight we're going to have the single family speaker. We're also going to have a multifamily speaker. And, of course, I have to wear the name tag and represent, because I love Total Wealth, love everything that it represents, everything from balance, family, passive income, generational wealth, all of those things that are so important. So it says President, Total Wealth Realty. So excited about that. I tried to get out of today, but Lucas rushed me in here, and so I think people are kind of showing up now. So I should probably speed this along. Okay, Braden update. That's the project where, if it's successful, I'm up on the wall, and that's what this entire journey right now is all about. Now, you do know, once I complete this goal, which it will happen, there will be another one. So maybe you'll get to follow me on that journey as well. Who knows? Braden update, going well. Ended up picking all the finishes yesterday. I picked them myself. Super excited. Of course, I'm kind of picking finishes that I would love to see in my own home, but I keep the numbers in mind, because that's what it's all about. On this particular project, $515K purchase price. On the back end, it's going to be in the 8s. So definitely controlling that budget, definitely controlling the numbers. Very eager to see the progress once, the finishes start going in. Paint's been up, so, we'll show before and after pictures, but the before pictures, it's brown, it's outdated, it's dark, and just kind of getting in there and getting the paint in the entire house on all of the brown finishes and the woodwork and the cabinets. It's completely transforming. Super excited about that. So our completion date as of right now is May 23rd. We are on target to hit that. Of course, the staging will take place as well, and then it will hit market. Multifamily update. I've mentioned on a couple of segments, that's what I'm working towards. I've always had the intent when starting my own business to start on the single family redevelopment side, transition into multifamily syndication. That's well on the way. I mentioned before that Steve Davis is personally mentoring me on this journey as well. He's overseeing everything that I do, a lot of education, a lot of knowledge, a lot of running numbers, due diligence, and then I've been building relationships with other individuals who would love to be passive investors in a multifamily syndication. They've seen a lot of my work to date. Some of them have even been private money lenders on the single family side and are ready to transition to the multifamily side, and I've definitely earned that respect and that credibility to date, and it's an easy transition for them once I get my first deal under contract. So keep a lookout on that, because it's coming soon. I'm also going to be doing some additional training in Dallas in June, multifamily symposium, as well as education. I've done this 2 different times now. This will be my 3rd time. I'm a huge believer in education, obviously. Everything about Total Wealth, all the mentoring, the programs, Steve Davis, everything that he's taught me to date. It's a huge part of that learning curve and getting to that next step in your career and in your life and what's important to you, not only on the personal side, but also on the business side, because again, it's about total balance. And I've always kind of struggled with that. So, I've mentioned before in other segments, if I'm really strong in the business side, maybe like I'm lacking on the fitness side. My kids, first and foremost, are always priority. But so it goes kids, business, fitness for me. And, obviously family's involved in the kids side too. But if I'm really strong on the business side, I'm lacking on the fitness side. If I get really strong on the fitness side, I'm lacking a little bit on the business side. And so my whole goal is to really focus on all of that balance and make sure I'm strong in every single area. And I realize that is one of the major areas that I can improve, is having that balance across the 3 sides. So working hard. This week wasn't a good week. Next week, I'm going to kill it. Okay, last thing. I mentioned, I think it was in our first segment, one of my core components in what I was doing is also building the team up at Total Wealth Academy with realtors who are going to be finding deals for our members. So this is investment properties, investment opportunities, anything from potential rehabs, multifamily, as well as rental portfolio properties. So, and we are brokered by EXP. Amazing opportunity with EXP. So not only is this brokerage an amazing brokerage because it's cloud-based, and then you have the several tiers where you can make money. On the commission side, you also can become an equity partner, so you're earning stock options. It's a publicly traded company. And then revenue share, so you can build your team across all 50 states, Canada, Amsterdam. We just launched in Hong Kong as well as India, and you get a percentage of every single transaction of people on your team. And this goes down a couple of different tiers. So I have individuals in, kind of my mentorship who have been doing this for 5 years. They've built up $2.3 million in equity in 5 years. And then on the revenue share side, because they've built their team, I think actual numbers right now, 42 individuals underneath him specifically. And then all those 42 individuals have built their teams several tiers down. And this spans across, you can be on vacation in New York, meet somebody from New York, say they join your team. And you're getting paid a percentage of each transaction that they do on the buying and selling side. And his monthly commission 3 months in a row, I'm not sure how much it was last month or the month before, but 3 months in a row, over $100,000 a month. So keep in mind, has built $2.3 million in equity in 5 years, and he is commissions over $100,000 a month for 3 months in a row, and it could be longer. I need to get updated numbers and figures because I don't want to misspeak. That's just an amazing opportunity. So that's sitting under the EXP brokerage. That's the brokerage I sit under with my license, but at the same time, the opportunity that I'm focusing on and leading up here at Total Wealth Academy is building the team up here. So not only do you get to sit under this amazing brokerage and build equity as well as your revenue share team, but you also get to sit in office, an amazing office, by the way, you guys have to see it. You get to sit in office, have an office, and you get to network with other investors, other members, find deals for them. For example, I have an actual relationship with somebody who is in the investment side, and he gave me 2 listings on the realtor side. He's had these properties in his portfolio since about 2008, and they're rental properties, and he was ready to transition, get them off the books. He's going to make a substantial amount of money and profit on the back end. And so he said, hey, Elissa, you're a realtor, the game, you've been doing single family rehab, why don't you go ahead and take these on and find a potential buyer for me? I'm like, absolutely, thank you for the opportunity. Well, in the back of my head, I have the opportunity to put those deals out to the members within Total Wealth Academy. However, I already had somebody with a pre-existing relationship that was a member that I knew specifically was looking for rental properties to add to his portfolio to focus on depreciation. So I made one phone call, let them know a little bit about the opportunity, when we wanted to close, 15-day close. And long story short, we have those contracts, in place, and we're ready to close next week. So fingers crossed, it's never a done deal till it closes. But it just shows the power in the model of not only sitting under the EXP brokerage, also officing out of Total Wealth Academy, and then having the member base to really focus and network and build relationships. And, another example, for if I meet, a potential investor and maybe I sell him a potential deal or her a potential deal, they go through the rehab process, they're not licensed. I want to keep a good relationship with them because they're going to come back to me and say, hey, Elissa, I know you're an investor. You have all your own experience negotiating your own deals on the front end and the back end. You sold me this deal. I went ahead and rehabbed it. I'm ready to put it back on the market. And guess who's going to be the realtor? It's all about relationship. It's all about getting those people in your network. They know who you are. You know who they are. You understand what's important to them, what drives them, what their goals are as far as the future and the portfolio that they're trying to build within real estate. So really hands down as far as the EXP and sitting up at Total Wealth Academy, being surrounded by like-minded people who are investors, who are proven track records, who, maybe they're brand new in the business and they want to be around other like-minded people to get started. It's such an amazing opportunity. And really, truly, my dad always taught me growing up, you are and will become what you surround yourself with. So I'm just completely honored and so privileged to be able to sit up here and have this opportunity and be around people that, wow, a lot smarter than me. But you know what? I learn quick and I pick up things very, very quick. And that's the best mindset you can ever have. No matter who you meet, I don't care what level that they're at. Maybe they work at Sonic. Maybe they're president of a company. Maybe they're a multi-millionaire as far as a real estate investor, have done anything and everything above the sun, and just you think it doesn't get any better than that. Every single person that you meet, I truly feel you can take something away and put that into your wheelhouse. You still have to be you. You have to be authentic. That's never going to change. But retain that knowledge. Take the good. And you can also notice some of the not positive stuff, right? But you don't have to take that on. Take the positive. Put that in your wheelhouse. That's really what it's all about. I'll see you guys next week.